have to start it right. It's a very vast thing. If I start talking Sattva Tantra, then I have to explain you whole, say, 3 ways, the way Hindus worship, because Tantra is basically the Sanskrit word and the whole thing has come from Hindus. So I am not here teaching anything about Hinduism. I am talking about the wisdom. One of the biggest tantrics, anybody who reached to that state of mind, the clarity of mind, understanding, one of the biggest tantrics which India has produced is Buddha. So anybody who reaches to that state in one way or the other has to go through the path of Tantra. Because that state is so wide that in no matter whatever way you worship, whatever way you start distinguishing between the world and the God, the moment you start discriminating between the object and the subject, Tantra begins. It's a deep wisdom. Understanding, and whatever happens, it's only mind which has to understand. Mind is the something which doesn't understand. Mind objectifies. Hari, could you come and sit there? Because otherwise I have to turn my neck towards you, or on that chair so the Preeti can sit. Now this is good. Yeah. Otherwise I have to turn my face totally like this. So, whatever ways the worship needs to go, on those ways, ultimately, Tantra comes in between. It will not be finished whatever I am starting today. I do not know how much I have to speak about it and how much I have already spoken about it. But if I start going in that direction, slowly and slowly you will understand what I have been talking earlier. Because that has been one of my development. Rather say that is my development. So, to understand, I am a tantric. But not the tantric the way we understand Tantra. Here whatever we are doing, Tantra, it is, God knows what it is. It is not Tantra at all. You will understand what I am talking about. And this thing has been going on for quite some time, about asking me about Tantra and this and that. You will come to know about it. Let us talk it, that this is what I am talking about to you. Starting it today is the truth about the Tantra. What Tantra is. Let us say we have been taught 3 different ways where the mind can be brought to rest. It will become very interesting as I progress here. That everything is around us is what we call as world. And in this world, I also live. And when I live in this world, then I have my own individual existence. And with that own individual existence, I have this body. So whatever way this body feels or realizes, or comfortable or uncomfortable, those feelings come. We want everything to go in our way in our favor, what is convenient, what is good, what is comfortable, what is pleasurable, everything to be to our own way. And that's why we think that everybody is thinking. The way I am thinking, everybody is thinking that way. With the result, a lot of conflict comes in the mind, because everybody is an individual. Everybody is living here and everybody is thinking on their own way. And that is why we are giving importance to everything, to everybody, thinking that as real, and that real, what we think in our life, that is real, we always lose. We lose our objective reality all the time. But we don't want to lose it. Objective reality is no reality at all. But what is the beauty of the objective reality? If it is no reality, then why is it there? Why it has been created? The basic question human mind is asking all the time. The objective reality is that reality is stimulated, brought to existence by the subject, not the object. And on the basis of the objective reality, we want everything to happen, every object to move, act, work out, everything the way we want. As we want to place every pawn in the chess, it should be the winner. But it doesn't happen because everybody is playing the chess. Everybody has a mind. So what needs to be corrected? The basic tantric way. So they say, let the mind be first fixed. Let the mind be stable. So that you recognize something else. You come bringing you from your illusionary objective reality to bring you to the subjective reality, which is not illusion, which is the truth. That's what human mind search has been. That what is the subject inside? What is going to be something permanent? What is that which I will not lose? And why do we all exist? What is the purpose? Basic search is there. What is that which will make me permanently happy? Objects will keep on changing. That's where we find our reality, that objects will keep on changing. Objects, that is the nature of the object. We want to change the basic nature of that is not possible. Nature of the object is that it has to change. It has to move. Because that is associated with the moving earth, moving planet. Object is this body which comes out of this earth and goes in the earth. The 5 elements. All this came the search of the human mind, and all this you find in Tantra. Tantra, knowledge, many of the wisdom of the Tantra that has been destroyed. 500 years of slavery India did, so they have been destroyed. Many of the Buddhist wisdoms That has been destroyed when China took, say, Tibet. Tibet used to have some big, say, tantric schools. They are all finished, gone. Whatever in that immigration, if they could take any book with them, there, I don't know. Buddha, along with his, whatever he taught and whatever was there, some of the Buddhist scriptures are there, most of them have been destroyed. Most of the tantric books have been destroyed, where the energy related mantras and everything was there. It's all finished. But that's what was all written. But what you experience as the human body, how can that be destroyed? That cannot be. Yes, it can be ignored for a long time because of running after the objective reality. So Tantra basically is that state. And second thing, to find the subjective reality in illusionary objective reality. This is Tantra. How it has all been created. What are these characters? How the mind is thinking, and how to bring the stability to the mind. Because till the mind is not stable, you cannot experience the subject. Disturbed mind constantly is disturbed because of the movement of the object. Constantly that happens. And when it is moving like that, then what is the source which is stable? From which stability this movement is coming from? That's what we don't understand. It's like a wheel. That wheel concept comes from the Tantra. Center is stable, periphery moves. Is it not? Any wheel, always the periphery moves, center is stable. So anything which is moving and recognizing the movement of the periphery will be only peripheral. Center has to be fixed and stable. But that fixed center and stable center cannot be recognized by the movement of the periphery. Movement of the periphery, one has to pay attention to where the force is coming from so that I am moving. What is that? So all this is about bringing the mind to the stability. And that bringing the mind to the stability, many different ways the mind can think in a positive way. That's different ways came. One came, live in the world, don't own the world, give it up, everything is for the world because you are anyhow going to give. So give, don't take, give. Once you give, then you don't attach. That helps you recognizing the self. Because giving something is detaching yourself from an object, because you cannot give anything to anybody. We only attach ourselves with the object. We have to detach from the object, and that's what is the giving. It's not that I take the object that this is mine and now I give it to you. But in the mind I keep on thinking that, hey, I have given you this thing, I have given her this thing, I have given her that thing. Then nobody has done anything. So nobody gives anybody anything. We only have to detach ourselves from the object. That is what is giving. Taking is to attach yourself with the object. That is taking. Object is not you. Whatever way you take the object one day is going to finish. That is the fixed nature of the object, that it is going to change its form, means it is finishing. That is the fixed nature of the world, that it is changing and finishing. There is also something fixed, but that's what only wise see. That's something which is finishing, going, why to hold it? Trying to hold something which is finishing, that is one of the major cause of the mind's objectification and getting unnecessary agitated. So, give the world. Disconnect yourself from the object. That is what is Karma Yoga. That's what is the basically Krishna talks in Bhagavad Gita. Object is object. Disconnect from object. Subject you cannot disconnect with. It is not possible. Subject is the same. Disconnect with the object. Karma Yoga, by action. Jnana Yoga, path of knowledge. Okay, know that object is objective reality. It is not fixed. Something appears and goes. So why to go after something which appears and finishes? Don't recognize the fireworks as the real building. You see the waterfalls coming in the fireworks. You see that they create planets, they create beautiful fires, shapes, but they are all momentary. Similarly, this world is. Know this and try to contemplate, try to understand, then that is Jnana Yoga. Bhakti Yoga comes, path of devotion, that once you understand that this is the source is this, Bhakti Yoga is actually going totally to the subjective reality. In whatever way, different form they come. But we all want to go to the subjective reality. In Bhakti Yoga, the seeker does not use his mind. He just corrects himself. Whatever it is, that is what is, let the my Lord know everything, and that's it, I am not the doer. Finished. And these three we commonly know. In Sattva Tantra, they also talk of Nyas Yoga. You might not have heard about it. Nyas Yoga. So nobody talks about it. Nyas means purify. Purify yourself, purify your thought, purify your understanding. Lord Vishnu, they take it one. Lord Vishnu, I will have to tell you that also. Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, these are the three ways they say Brahma. Brahma is that source from which everything comes out. Then something is created by the energy. Creation, sustenance, destruction happens by the energy of the consciousness. It is not done by the consciousness. It is the nature of the energy of the consciousness. So to study the energy of the consciousness, that is the only thing which can be studied by the mind. Consciousness source cannot be studied. It's not possible. But both are the same, but their characters are different. And that is what they call as Shiva or Shakti. That's where the whole Shakti cult comes. Shakti ways. Study of the energy. Mother Goddess, Durga, Kali, everybody. And they give it the female form. They call it as Shakti because of the behavioral difference between the male and the female. Basically, if you see, there is no difference between male and the female. In my eyes, it's the same human form, one human form. There is no difference. Different would have been that the man would have been eating from his back and the woman would have been eating from her head. Same function, same hands, same legs, everything is the same. There is no difference. If we see only on the basis of the appearance or the genitals, that is no difference at all. That is made, body is made for the purpose of regeneration. That's it. But male and female, and to see them as a different form, ignore and do that. In Nyas Yoga, it is the same. Same body, same functions, same mind. Everything is same. No difference. So if the woman thinks that I am a woman, therefore I am subjective to the man, woman is fool. And if the man thinks that I am man and woman is I can dominate, man is fool. They are not seeing the subject there. It's the same. Same thing happens in every creative living being. And the same thing exists in non-living being also. It's a matter that is the expression of the Shakti and nothing else. That cannot be changed. But all these knowledge we cannot get, we cannot understand, we cannot hear what the heat in a stone. If you see the heated stone, then what is the sound coming there? How on the basis of the form the heat changes, or how it creates the sound. How the creation of the element happens, from where it comes, how the movement of the energy starts. That all we cannot experience. And then what happens when we are in deep sleep? The state of ignorance, when you ignore everything, then what happens in that deep sleep? A state of unawareness. What is the awareness there? We cannot understand. To understand that, mind has to be brought to a particular level. Nyas Yoga. To bring the mind. Nyas Yoga means make your mind stable, make your mind quiet. But why? Why our mind is not quiet? Tantra step first. Has anybody attended any tantric camps here? No. Even in India they don't talk what I am talking today. You will not hear it. This is why it's precious. Bring the mind in control in our daily practice. Why the mind is not in control? You will like it, very interesting. What I am talking, the basics. The basic problem of the mind's activity is that we always are in a conflict with ourselves. Why? We are divided. Why? We all are divided inside. Always agitated, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Any action we want to take, anything we want to do, the first thing comes is yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Look at it in your own mind. How much agitated the mind is. To do anything in the world in your own mind, peacefully, successfully, why we are not successful? Five things are there. First thing is there that we don't have the certain decision. Whatever we are going to do, we don't have a certain decision. We don't have the certainty. That we will go later, that why we don't have certainty. Because of our own desire to an object, we always want it favorable. Therefore, we are not sure that what I am going to do is going to be favorable to me or not. Therefore, we are uncertain. All the time we are uncertain. Whatever decision we take, we are uncertain. That is the first thing. So what causes the problem in our certain dedicated decision, even in going to spirituality, even in wanting to make the mind quiet and understand something? There are five things. First thing is, we are not firm on our decision. We do not know what we want. So, a feeble decision or an uncertain decision to act out. Confused decision. That is one thing. Second thing, we are always doubtful. Whatever we are going to start, whatever we are thinking, we always doubt that it is going to happen or not. Something unfavorable may not happen as a result. I want to have a beautiful girl in relationship, but it may not be. That becomes a pain in us. I want to have a beautiful house. Is it going to be favorable to me or not? This doubting of having something favorable or getting impacted by the unfavorable, that doesn't let us decide firmly in the life. Third thing which comes is the lack of trust or faith. Fourth thing which comes, that insecurity. Fifth thing which comes is, this is fourth now. First was already the decision, I told you about the decision. Fourth thing is this now, about, say, lack of faith or lack of anybody whom you trust or whom you listen to or have faith on something. And a strong doership. Strong doership always leads to what if something goes wrong. Sattva Tantra, in Nyas Yoga, they tell you this. First thing, take a firm decision, and the decision is, okay, Lord Vishnu, because that is the existence through that we are living, or anybody. I decide this thing on the basis that whatever I am going to do because it is not harming anybody. And I have to act out in a particular way. I have to act out, finished. A firm conviction or commitment, first thing. Second thing, once you have already made a firm commitment, then drop that why the reverse will happen. Why it will become unfavorable. The things have not even started and it may not go unfavorable. Let the mind chatter. This is happening, that is happening, that may not happen, that blah, 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 blah. First decide, you have decided, then why the things will go unfavorable? What holds you back? What holds you back is your worldly recognition or worldly knowledge. If you have to move, if you have to advance somewhere, and you have taken this step, you are here, and you want to move further up here, take one step. But then if you do not take your back step out, you will never move. So your back step is not out and you want to move forward. You are stuck up, back step will pull you back. And because of that, you lose confidence. Mind becomes unstable. The moment confidence is lost, you start thinking of unfavorable, so your decision goes into somewhere else. So the first thing is a first firm decision. Second thing, don't care at that time. Once you have taken a decision, you are going spiritual. You are not harming anybody. You are not doing anything. You are just wanting to know the subject. Then why it will go unfavorable? Favorable, unfavorable is the objective reality, not the subjective. Subjective is always favorable, there is nothing unfavorable. Because that's the reality. So to drop this tension from the mind, it will happen, it will not happen, it will happen, it will not happen. Or it may not go against me, or this may not happen, or the person may not react like that, or that should not happen, or this should not happen. All those things do not let you be firm in your decision, and the mind is fluctuating. How to drop this thing? Because you are thinking of unfavorable only because of the fear of your insecurity. Therefore you want unfavorable to happen. That's where the Guru or the trust on the Guru or your God or whomsoever you have the deep trust, that's what comes in there. Unfavorable happens, Guru will protect me. If you trust Guru. Unfavorable happens, nothing unfavorable happens, Jesus will protect me. Period. Unfavorable happens, Ram will protect me. Krishna will protect me. Durga will. Whosoever is your deity or your Guru or your destiny, whatever is meant to happen. All these things, they bring you the confidence. So your insecurity goes away. that I will be protected. By whom? That is a matter of your trust. This is the fourth thing. First thing, nothing unfavorable is going to happen. First thing is a firm decision. Second thing, to get rid of something unfavorable. Third thing, that I will be protected. Fourth thing, who? On whom you have trust. Which God, which deity, which knowledge, which guru, which teacher, whosoever, or even if nothing else, like a child is there. Once we were all child, we forgot from what our life taught. We were a child, no mind. And the baby, a little baby, the mother calls, hey baby, come in my lap, and the baby will jump from there to here. Baby will not think that I will fall down and I will break my leg, because the baby has trust on the mother. Whatever parents are doing at that innocent state, okay, I am going and there's a lot of traffic there or anything is happening, baby takes the finger of the parents and goes across the road. The car is coming or not coming or whatever is happening, none of the baby is listening. Baby has taken the finger and baby is going freely. That kind of a trust onto the guru or to the teacher or on your own deity, whatever. This is the fourth thing. But this thing will not work. This is strong trust or surrender onto the guru or the teacher will not work if you have your own doership with you. If I am doing something, then immediately the fear will come because there is a lack of confidence. So the fifth and the most important thing is to do everything from a point of view of a baby. This is my decision. Nothing untoward is going to happen. Because I will be protected by my faith or my trust, whatever it is. Why? Because I am totally surrendered. Step by step, how to go to all these 5 things. That is Sattva Tantra. It's a very vast subject. How these things are controlled, how these things are brought into the control. This is what is all called as mind. If you take away these 5 things, what happens in your thought? If anything you decide, if these 5 things are not there, what is the result? This is the gist of the spirituality. Firm commitment or decision. Get rid of the unfavorable drama from the mind. Totally committed and feel that yes, I am going to the subject, I will be protected. So no fear, no hesitation, not bringing back, no fear of loss. Complete trust on the Guru and my own complete surrender. Lack of doership. Period. The moment these 5 things come out completely, it doesn't take a fraction of a second, nothing takes, and you are realized already what the truth is. These are the 5 mind fuckers. Think. Everything comes out from here. All your reaction, all the response on your action and what anybody is doing, your response is based on these things. If there is anything else, then tell me. These are the basic things. Rest all are branches. It can be divided deeper and deeper. Beginning of Tantra. Now step by step we will go. How to form our deity, how to form our trust, how to form what way to act out. That we will go slowly and slowly and slowly and slowly. Okay?
Yes.
It's already we are more than an hour. Yeah. See, the time is passing like this, huh? It's everybody's story. It's the story of the mind, actually.
Yeah.
Therefore, it becomes interesting. How the mind comes to existence. We will go into the details today, but we have something else to do as far as I remember that also. That you don't need to remind me. So, because that will also take time, and I know that you guys have to go tomorrow for work.
Thank you for
Huh?
thank you for this.
This is not even its beginning.
Nay, but
This-
thank you.
This is not even beginning of Tantra. Now I am going to take you into Tantra. Exact Tantra I am going to take you. From here everything comes out.
Prelude. It's the prelude.
Yeah, it is a true knowledge, and that's when I will also, because I do not know for whatever will happen in the future. I mean, I'm not thinking on that, but whatever is there that may bring out my whole life, my spiritual life, my experiences, and how I taught, what master taught me what. That all these things combined together. So I will come there. I will talk. I'm not hesitating this time. I'm just telling you guys, you wanted it, okay. But some things I will not go into the depth because you will not understand. As you keep on understanding it, I will keep on telling you more. But this is only the outside sketch. It is not even that. Okay, now you guys had some plan.
Yeah.
Okay, so you need to set the computer in a different way or anything. Anybody has any question till now what I talked? Or we just continue to go this thing. What do you guys want?
We should continue, right, with our program?
Well, program, does anybody have any question? I was just waiting.
Whatever I talked, we'll see it the next time, no problem. Okay?
Okay, do you want to do Om Shanti or do we continue with the program?
Okay, just let us do it.
Okay.
Sit down.
Sit down.
Anybody, any other? Anything for this, whatever I have talked?
You mean we can ask questions?
Whatever I talked today, because this is
Yeah, I only had one little, thought is a state of mind, you said, and you said it is my upbringing, I'm a tantric. Is it
person should be realized, not somebody. That will come in the next when I come next Sunday. I'll talk about it. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. All those things come next time. It has a lot to do then how. It's all about to pick up your who's the teacher and whom you called and whom you not, and how what should be the qualities, what should not be the quality. It's a huge thing. Everything I'll come slowly. Okay? Yeah. Right now I was just giving you a outside sketch. Okay. A lot is to come later. How the form is made, what are the channels, what are the chakras, what controls what sounds, and all those things will come in this. What energy works where and how does it work, what is it called. That all is in this. Okay?
Yeah, good.
Okay. All right. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Okay, now you guys take over. Kema, you are there still?